Oh, wow. Like you do it right. Get comfy. We always approach images like we let the images sculpt themselves, and then it's kind of like Rorschach. You start kind of picking things together, and you start sculpting the composition.
You have either this is a wooden frame, you can have metal frames, and there's a mesh that's stretched over the frame. So this is a fine mesh. There's different ways to make the stencil. There's photographic process. This was coated with a light-sensitive emulsion first, so the whole thing was green. We put the film positive down, the screen on top, and there's a light source underneath. So the light is hitting this photosensitive material. Everything behind the black of the film positive stays water soluble, so it washes out.
What we're going to do over the next 2 hours is kind of ambitious, is make an addition, but where everybody's kind of contributing to the print.
They involved us in a way that I didn't think they would. I thought we were just going to be watching them do it, but we got to make 2/3 of the print.
On the first layer, it was like a bunch of squares, about 15 squares.
They told us to cut out, like we all got like a little square and cut out a shape.
It's one thing seeing the process done, and it's another actually doing it.
The solid area is going to block the ink. The open area is going to allow ink to pass through. You guys see what I'm doing? Sticking it on here. I'm going to make everything flat. Basically, we're going to be printing within this shape. I'm using my film underneath here to sort of designate where these go. So because this material, though, is kind of on the thick side, the printing's not going to be super duper easy. This is our final layer we're going to add, but in order for this to match up, we kind of need to know where that's going to land on the paper, if that makes sense. And this part of the process is called registration. I'm going to prop this on my head because that's what real screen printers do. And I'm going to put in registration guides.
You need a prop.
You're filling the stencil with ink. You're depositing ink within the stencil. I'm going to do that one more time.
The paper down?
The paper is in the exact same spot every time. I'm going to give this 2 pulls because, like I said, this is not the easiest stuff to print through. Flooding it. Yeah, kind of awesome.
Where this is like 20 seconds or so. It's kind of like, painters have to really mix the oils from scratch themselves. And when you screen print, you need so much ink that you have to like mix it yourself. So I feel like we just took advantage of being able to use spot colors.
This shape falls in the middle of this black line.
I forget, I have like the secret people in it.
I'm going to do 2 layers again.
We're all secret people.
Interesting. This is like, whatever third color this is like up to the birds and the grass, how that happens. That's kind of the tendency for water-based ink. I'm just going to kind of hover this over, but it's really going to sing. There's a bigger deposit of ink around the edge, so you get this kind of articulated edge, which is kind of really awesome. Easy this. All good.
Mixing ink, the thickest part.
So yeah, all your pressure, all your dreams.
Everything in your life
This
is
is
that
it. It
goal.
culminates in this moment. So we'll flood it. Yep, we'll push that all back. You guys got the flood. That's like, it takes people years to learn how to do this, and you guys are nailing it. It's awesome.
I just really liked learning the whole process and actually being able to pull the ink across the screen.
Yeah.
And they're there like with you, so
Yeah.
if you mess up, then they'll just redo it for you.
Yeah.
So that's really nice.
Tip with the artist. We respect musicians. We don't want to piggy right off of their name again and again and again because they give us clearance. But also, we also wanted to create a collector's.
Let's put some blue on some green. It's gonna be weird.
Okay, you will get yours. I will. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll,
Whoa,
Looks
no
good.
effing way.
that stuff, so.
Often do like recommendations.
Volunteers?
I do. I want to.
Yeah, awesome. You're itching to do this. All right.
It's one thing to see the people talk at a lecture and share their ideas. It's a whole other thing to really experience it. And
It was just good because I got the opportunity to see like how real working artists function.
And you like learn their process. Like if you want to make it as an artist, well, here's an example.
They're just humans, just like you. They're not. They get nervous about other things as well.
It was pretty nice. It was 2 hours, and we like learned how to do it like in one class basically.